Hey everyone, it's Katie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a really fun makeup tutorial for you on this look right here. It's a cut crease with pops of purple and green, and I am seriously obsessed with it. So I really hope that you enjoy this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave and check out my social media links below. And if you'd like to learn how to create this look, then just keep watching. Can you guys hear my cat? He's sitting outside my room meowing and scratching at the door because he just wants to come and sit on my lap. You can't come in. I'm filming. So we're going to be starting off with our eyes today. And sorry if my voice sounds a little bit craggy. I don't know, the past 2 days I've just been waking up with a really craggy voice, but I feel pretty much fine. So I'm trying to channel back to my musical theatre days and keep my voice very light and bubbly rather than falling into my Aussie slang where I get really lazy with my words because then it sounds even more craggy. So I'm just trying to keep it very light. I got some water here. Guys, I am the worst with water. Like, I don't even know why I've got this here because it's literally just going to sit here. Like, I don't understand the people that drink liters of water per day. I admire those people because I'll take a few sips throughout the day, and if I get thirsty, I'll just like chew some gum or something. I don't know, it's so bad. Also, I'm wearing dangly earrings. I never wear dangly earrings. I'll always keep to my studs, add a choker, maybe hoop earrings, but I was like, I'm going for a purple look today, and I found these, and I was like, they're purple, they remind me of grapes, they're kind of cute, so I'm trying to rock them today. I don't know how I feel about them, but I'm just going to try and embrace them. So I'm going to start by applying a base so that we have a clean canvas for our eyeshadows. So I'm going to take the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Chantilly on a Sigma large shader brush, and I've been loving using this brush just to pack on concealer on my lid. It just does the job really quickly. It doesn't tug at my eyes, and I'm going to be dragging that concealer out a little bit because we are going to be doing a cut crease that really like extends past the eye. So I really want to make sure that all the area that we're going to be applying the shadow is nice and clean and primed. And what I'm going to do is, because I am fake tan, so I'll be matching my foundation to my neck, I don't want this area to look out of place and really white. So I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Infallible foundation, just any foundation that is going to match my fake tan. I'm just going to be applying that over the top and focusing that on the outer area where it's going to meet that foundation. And I didn't go straight in with this because I really wanted the coverage that the Nars concealer provides. And this is basically just for the color. Look at that coverage, guys. This concealer is my absolute favorite. I'm literally obsessed. I'm just going to get rid of any creases before setting that into place with a translucent powder, just so that our lids aren't sticky and the eyeshadow will blend really nicely on them. So we're going to be diving into the Morphe 35B palette, and I love this palette. I really need to invest in other colourful palettes because I seriously use this Morphe one all the time. But I'm going to be taking this light purple lavender shade on a Morphe Y16 brush, and this brush is just really fluffy, perfect for the crease. So that is where I'm going to be applying it in my crease and blending it upwards to act as our transition shade. And as I mentioned, we're going to be taking this cut crease past the eye area. So that is where I'm going to be blending it out to. And you don't have to apply this shadow perfectly. It is going to be covered quite a lot, but it's just going to help with the blending process. And I'm taking this eyeshadow quite high up to my brow bone, higher than I usually would, but as we are creating a cut crease, a lot of this is actually going to be gotten rid of. We're now going to be going into that bright purple shade on a Morphe Y19 brush, which is a little bit denser, and we're going to start to really pack that in our crease and blend into that lavender shade. And again, this cut crease is going to go past our eyes, so I'm going to be blending it outwards. And I know right now it's looking a little bit crazy, but once we carve the cut crease, it will all make sense. We're now going to go into that darker purple shade. I'm going to start to really pack that on and just repeating that process until I really start to get some depth into this look. So it's now time to carve out and shape this cut crease. So I'm going to take the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Concealer. Any full coverage concealer will do, and I'm going to take that on a flat top synthetic brush. And what makes this cut crease a little bit different is I'm not applying anything on the lid. I'm going to be leaving that bare so that all the attention is above the cut crease, and I'm not going to be starting the cut crease on my tear duct area. I'm going to be taking it above my tear duct and then shaping it and flicking it out so that it really like elongates the eye. And because I do have very hooded eyes, I'm going to be taking this concealer above my natural crease so that it makes my lid space look bigger. Now that we've shaped our cut crease, hopefully now you can understand why we needed to bring that shadow so close to the brow bone, because all of this shadow we're going to be getting rid of. So normally I would just apply concealer over the top and it wouldn't really matter if a little bit of the shadow peeks through, because we'll be applying another product, another shadow over the top. But for this, because we're going to have a clean lid, I'm going to be trying to get rid of as much of that purple shadow as possible. So I'm just going to take some remover on some cotton tips, and let's try and get rid of as much as we can so that we don't have any of that purple peeking through. Now is also when I like to clean off any fallout, just so that the area becomes really clean. Okay, so I've gotten rid of as much as that purple as possible. Now I'm going to go back in with that concealer and properly carve out this cut crease and make my lid nice and clean. And just like what I did earlier, I'm going to be taking a little bit of my foundation shade and applying that to my lid, just so that when I apply my foundation and it matches my fake tan, it's not like fake tan color, and then like a white lid, because we want it to kind of like all blend together and look like the lid is actually part of my face. So we're now going to set that concealer, and rather than setting it with a translucent powder, I'm going to set it with a face powder. So I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible Powder Foundation on a flat top brush, and I'm really going to pack that powder on my lid because we don't want that concealer to go anywhere. What I'm going to do now is take that darker purple shade on a Sigma winged liner brush, and this is the most precise brush I've ever used. So I'm going to be taking that darker purple shade and applying it just where that purple ends to create a really nice definition between the lid and the eyeshadow. I was literally holding my breath that whole time. Oh my gosh. As you can see, that's just made the whole look just look so much sharper and cleaner. So I'm now going to apply some mascara to my lashes, just so that the top part of our eye is all ready to go. So I'm just going to start by curling them. And is it even a Katie makeup tutorial if I'm not using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara? It's just my fave. So just before we move on to foundation, I'm just going to get rid of this residue that I have from the concealer that we applied earlier. So again, just taking some remover on some cotton tips and just getting rid of that, but being careful not to get rid of any of the eyeshadow. So I'm now going to move on to primer, and I have been loving dewy skin lately. I used to be all about that matte life and just have a little bit of highlight on my cheeks. Nope, not anymore. I have been loving that glowy skin look. So I'm going to take the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and I'm just going to be applying that to my face just before I apply my foundation. And what brush? I'm just going to blend that in with a synthetic brush, just to get a little bit of glow happening. For foundation, I'm going to take the Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect in Creamy Vanilla and mix in a little bit of the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone. And since first trying this foundation, I literally have not been able to put it down. I just seriously am obsessed with it. I love the coverage, I love the finish. I just love everything about it, really. So just mixing in a little bit of that Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. I'm going to be blending that all in with the Morphe Y6 brush. Oh my gosh, these dangly earrings. You know what? I wasn't sure about them before, but now I'm kind of living for them. I'm going to do a little bit of color correcting under my eyes today, just because I do have purple on the lid, and purple enhances purple. So if you've got purple under eyes or purple bags, then it's going to be enhanced by the eyeshadow. So I'm going to take the NYX Dark Circle Concealer Corrector in Light, which is like a peachy shade. And I'm going to take this on a mini beauty blender and just apply a little bit of that under my eyes to cover any dark circles. And then just going to go back into that Nars Creamy Concealer and just go over the top of that. And that way we have a really super duper flawless under eye. I'm going to go back into that Laura Mercier translucent powder just to set my under eye area, because we don't want any creases. Then using that L'Oreal Infallible Powder Foundation in Beige with a big fluffy brush to set the rest of my face. I'm going to quickly go in with some Benefit Hoola just to carve out these cheekbones, give my face a little bit of structure. To bronze, I'm going to take the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in Light and just warm up the skin a little bit, being sure to take it around my hairline. For blush, I think a nice corally shade is going to look really nice with this look. So I'm going to take the Essence Satin Touch Blush in Satin Coral and just apply this to my cheeks. To add that glow, I'm going to take the Urban Decay Afterglow Highlighter in Sin, my Anastasia A23 brush, and let's just pop this on the cheeks. Ooh, look at that. Just bringing it up above my brow. I've really been loving doing that lately. Just really looks beautiful when it hits the light. I'm just going back in with that blush brush to blend that highlighter into the blush so that there's no harshness. So I just went ahead and did my brows, and I'm going to be doing a brow routine very shortly, so stay tuned for that. But for now, let's move on to the lower lash line. And I've always loved green and purple together. Like, that color combination is so amazing. So I'm going to go in with this lime green shade. And to make it that little bit more bright and fluorescent, I'm going to add in some of that yellow shade. And then I'm going to be applying this under my lash line. Let's just get a bit more of that green. And I'm really just smoking this out just to add that extra pop of color. Now I don't have a fluoro green liner, so I'm just going to get a little bit of that eyeshadow and just place it on my waterline. Okay, so let's just go ahead and apply some bottom mascara. I'm going to go back into that Urban Decay highlighter and just place that in my inner corner to highlight and brighten, as well as my brow bone. I'm going to quickly set everything down with setting spray, and I'm going to mix a little bit of a concoction today. So I'm going to take the Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Mist as well as the Milani Make It Dewy Setting Mist. And this will set everything into place while giving my skin that luminosity. So for lips, I kind of wanted like a orangey but not too orangey, peachy, browny, nude. I don't know. I'm just going to try and mix two liquid lipsticks together and see what colour we create. I'm going to start off with the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte in Trendsetter. I'm now going to take the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lipstick in Hunty, which is from the Summer Crone collection. and I'm going to use that to lighten this color a little bit. And this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys. Oh my gosh, my voice is literally on fire.